Going in on Travis Hunter, going in chicken joint.
Of taking the field, Shedeur and Shiloh here at Folsom Field.
I just didn't respond to him. He wasn't my type.
She's a girl. There's a lot of stuff that could be happening in the stand.
I just want you to be careful, man. Nah, yeah, I said it. Be careful.
What's up, guys? It's your girl Riva, and I'm back again with another video. So we're talking about Travis Hunter again, and again, it's not about football. Okay? Again, it's not about football. So as you guys know, I recently covered the situation that happened with Travis Hunter and his fiance at his last home senior game, in which he led the team to a win. I believe, if I remember correctly, it was 52-0.
I think Travis clinched the Heisman with his performance. I think he made a lot of people aware of how ignorant there was with the Thorpe. His performance today, what he had, 3 touchdowns, 100 yards, and an interception.
And after the game, when he approached his girlfriend, she very much gave him like a "get off me, I don't want to talk to you" type of energy, knowing that all of these things were going to be recorded and that it was possibly going to, make it to TV.
Of taking the field, Shedeur and Shiloh here at Folsom Field.
Now, after I covered that video, I also talked about the fact that the two of them had a, kind of like a conversation where she was trying to save face after that situation, in which she was basically trying to say like, one of the rules within the relationship is the fact that, they don't discuss their problems in public or whatever the case is.
Baby, you go. Rule number 1.
Rule number 1?
What's rules we have in a relationship?
Rule number 1, always talk in private if we have a problem with something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Regardless of whatever she was saying, I made it very clear. It doesn't matter what the issue was. It don't matter if you had a stomach ache. It don't matter if you had a headache or a problem. Whatever situation took place within that time, it should have been left for closed doors, especially because, not only because of other people in your business, but just genuinely, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity for, Travis Hunter to experience. And so she should have had all grievances to the side and decided that, what, I'm going to focus on this moment and genuinely be here and support him.
Ask me how I'm doing, I'm blessed, yes, living every moment, no.
An incredible last memory.
Now, comedian Godfrey actually just went viral for giving Travis Hunter, advice on him, quote unquote, being careful. And Travis Hunter did not like anything that Godfrey actually had to say.
It goes out to Travis Hunter. Listen, Travis, I just want you to be careful, man. Nah, yeah, I said it. Be careful. Congratulations on your engagement, but man, you might have to disengage, because something about this woman, man. The way she was talking she was talking like she was really that chick. Listen. You love who you love. Facts. Okay, I got that. That's all logical, but something ain't right. I just watched that dumb video of you guys in those matching pajamas that bugged me. And she was like dogging you, going, yeah, he wasn't my type. I was like, he wasn't my type.
It wasn't my type.
And then we went to this party and then we fell in love. I think, personally, I don't know when you all dated, with high school, I don't give a. But when she found out your stats, bro, that's when I think she was like, oh, I love him.
Now, after Godfrey made this post on social media, Travis Hunter responded in a comment, and this is what he had to say. Travis Hunter says, "You know her? No, so don't speak on my relationship. You old as shh. Move on with your life." Now, this is a problem, right? This is the problem. When a lot of these, younger people in general, like young people have the hardest head. Like you can tell them over and over again that the stove is hot, but until they are able to go out there and put their hand on the stove and it burn them, like sometimes these younger people just have to learn the hard way. And, before I even get into what Godfrey said, especially when you are a young athlete with a promising future, right? Bad enough if you even a bench warmer, okay? You can keep that bench as hot as all get out, and you still will have problems of people being with you for the wrong reasons. But also, when you are a young athlete, a promising player, right, you have to protect yourself even more. And even at that same game when Deion Sanders was actively running away from his ex-wife, you don't want that to be you running away in the future. And so, especially when young men are out here, there's going to be older men who have been through things, who can spot the red flags far away, who are going to try to provide some kind of insight that maybe you're unable to see. And you just have to take it with a grain of salt. Like, if you use the information, great. If you don't, cool. But at least you need to be accepting of this information. Hear it. Not everybody has to be there in your personal life to see red flags. And maybe if a lot of people are all saying the same things, and maybe there's some truth to some things that are being said.
Young man, look, and I'm speaking from experience. If she can't keep it at the house, you're gonna have to teach her. You're definitely gonna have to like teach her and let her know that that's not okay. That's definitely not okay. And I'm, like I said, once again, speaking from experience. I know you in love, all of that. I get it, but you cannot compromise your masculinity and your leadership in no regards. And this is just the beginning.
I think the point that's being made is that if all these people do not know this woman and they all have a certain ideology based off of something that happened, then maybe you just need to just check what's going on and rearrange things that could be out of place. Again, I did speak on the fact of their age and maybe that there's maturity in place, but there's a lot of things that have come out after that situation, including the interview or the sit down talk that her and Travis had, where she was very vocal about the fact that she was never attracted to him and she did not want to be in a relationship with him.
I just didn't respond to him. He wasn't my type. So then I left him.
I wasn't her type.
I left him in my DMs for like 2 months, and then finally I answered him. But I didn't want to be nothing. I just wanted to just be friends. Like, we could be friends. And then after I finally answered him on Instagram, then we texted for like
a long time.
Like another 2 months. And then he was friend zoned because I didn't like. He was like, "Am I friend zoned?" I was like, "Yes." I was not into him. And then finally, I had to go to a friend's birthday dinner, and I didn't want to go by myself. So he was like, "Oh, I'll go with you." And then he went with me, and then we was in love.
Now, let me say this, right? I don't think that there's anything inherently wrong for a woman, making a man wait or, not being so thirsty at the drop of a hat when a man, just slides into their DMs. Right. I don't think that there's anything inherently wrong with that. So I want to be very clear about what I'm saying, especially as a young woman, right? Like, if you're so easy to respond to a DM when you're not in a relationship, when you are in a relationship, you might lean to those same exact tactics. So that in and of itself is not inherently wrong. However, okay, this always goes back to the video I made years ago that, a real certified PIMP talked and said, get with the girl who likes you, not with the one you like.
The most important lesson I've learned? Mess with the chick that like you, not the one you like.
Because again, whenever a woman is in the seat and a man is the one who is kind of like fanning her flame or more in love with her or more obsessed with the chase with the relationship than she is, there is a problem.
Yeah, we was in love ever since then. Like, we hung out the next weekend.
Yeah. Right? That is the beginning of the disaster of happy wife, happy life. And he keeps on getting on the internet. And the longer she speaks, the more we are realizing that she is the center of whatever it is that he has going on. She is the boss in the relationship. And right now, he might not see the danger of that and how that can affect him in the future. But again, a lot of people who've been there, done that can clearly see it. In that same sit down with the pajamas on, she said, he said that she got upset with him because he went to practice or whatever and he took too long.
I come home from practice, she mad. What you mad at?
Because he took too long.
Like, what?
I took too long and I had to practice. That ain't my fault. I had to practice.
Whatever, I don't know.
That same level of upset that she's getting that he went to practice and took too long, she's not going to be complaining when she's buying a Birkin, when she's, doing all these things. When she has the money to spend, it's not going to be a problem. But this man is he needs to be in a space to have no stress and focus on his career. He shouldn't be at practice talking about, I need to hurry up and go home before my girl gets mad, when he needs to be focusing on things that are going to lead him into the greatest direction of his career. Especially at this age and stage in the game. He's not even at the NFL yet.
Right.
So how are you going to act when the practices are more intense and more lengthy?
Right.
These are the things that people are saying, like, okay, Travis, don't be mad at us, but this is a blinking red flag.
Depending on day, most hard days, you practice anywhere from like 2.5 hours. But once you got into training camp, the schedule was very intense. I remember coming in as a rookie with the Jaguars and got hurt. When I was hurt, I would get to the facility at 5 a.m. I wouldn't leave till 10 o'clock at night. And that's getting rehab, that's going to breakfast, going to meetings, going to more meetings, getting ready for practice, going to practice, getting out of practice, eating, having more meetings, going to go lift weights, probably do another walkthrough, go to more meetings, go eat dinner, have some more meetings, and then go home for the night.
There was a conversation that she actually had in which she broke down, how they met and, what age.
The first thing that ever stood out to me about Travis was that he never tried to change me at all. So like I met him in college. He was in high school, and I obviously I was in the middle of outgrowing partying, but I still partied a lot. And I don't know if y'all know this, but he doesn't drink at all. Even though he's legal to drink, he doesn't drink. And I'm Hispanic, so I have tequila in my veins. So I drink. I don't drink a lot, but I drink. And I used to party and stuff. And he would literally drive me, sit outside for hours while I'm inside partying, and then take us home. He never tried to be like, oh, just because I drink, you can't drink, or you can't hang out with your friends, or you can't, be young. He never ever tried to change me. He let me do me. And also, that was a time where and he doesn't mess with that at all. But he never told me oh, you can't do that. Just don't do it around me. Even though I cut it off cold turkey when I met him because I knew he didn't like it. But he would tell me if you don't want to, you don't have to. I'm not gonna try to change you. So he never tried to change who I was, which I appreciated because I've dated people in the past that did try to change me, whether it's my personality or things I did, or oh, you can't go out with your friends, you have to stay here with me. But yeah, that was a huge indicator of why I really, really liked him, because he never tried to change me.
Red flag. Okay, the biggest red flag is.
I know. So you inside partying, doing God knows what with God knows who. He out there in the car waiting. He's young, man, and I didn't realize she's older than him. So I didn't realize that either.
Is again, sometimes when you're a little bit younger and green, you think that you again know it all. You think you have all the answers, but this is how it seemed like to me. He was in high school, she was in college, and it seemed like he was oh, I got this college girl, she older, she got her, whatever going on and stuff like that, and was, looking at it in that capacity as a man. Nothing wrong with that, right? If he sees something that he want to pursue and he goes for it, cool. But when he got to know this girl, she did a lot of the things that he did not like, and again, just like I said before, because of the fact that, he was super attracted to her, super into her, or the idea of who she was, he allowed a lot of the things that he doesn't agree with to slide. Right. Whereas maybe if a girl had liked him more, he would have put his foot down and been like, nah, I don't like this. I don't like that. Right. And the girl would have immediately adapted to the situation because, again, she was more into him than he was into her. In this situation, it's the opposite. You have this girl who's maybe a little bit older than you, maybe the same age, I'm not sure, but she's obviously in a higher grade. She's drinking, she's smoking, she's doing all this stuff. And she says that she knew that you were the one because you did not try to change her. That's a problem. That's a problem. Because there were clearly things about her that needed to change, but she liked that you didn't establish dominance in the relationship. So that means I could do what I want to do. I'm the boss. Again, my way or the highway, and he just got to get down with what I say and what I do. And if he don't, then oh well.
Yeah.
That is not something to admire about a relationship, about the fact that, even if there is pockets or things that you need to adjust in yourself, I could do battle by myself, so he can't tell me nothing. That's a major red flag.
Second thing that really stood out with Travis was actually one time we were laying in bed. We woke up. This was only like maybe 2 months, 3 months into our relationship. We were laying in bed, and he literally gave me his phone. He woke up one morning. He had like a dream about, I don't know what it was, but he had a dream. He woke up the next morning, handed me his phone. He was like, can you please go on my Instagram and unfollow every girl but you and his cousins and mom? And that like shocked me because I never had a significant other who like didn't care to follow other girls or even friends or something. And he just didn't want to. He was like, I don't want to look at no girls but you, which obviously I respected. So that was kind of like, I don't know, like a huge green flag to me. And it was like, okay, you're serious about our relationship. Instead of like, oh, I'm just here for the moment, or while I'm with you, I'm gonna look at other girls. And some people think like social media is like, oh, it doesn't matter, it's just Instagram. But like, to me, I don't think it is like that, because I know how girls are, and girls like, oh my god, he liked my picture or this, and while having a girlfriend and now fiance, it's a really bad look. So having that happen so early on, like I never had to deal with that like I had to in past relationships. And I know people may be like, oh, like that's insecure on your part, but I feel like everybody has insecurities, and that was always one of mine. But with Travis, I never had to have that insecurity because he shut it down so early.
I hate to say it, this boy know how to ball. He got it on the field, but sometimes you'd be so laser focused in one aspect of your life that you don't see the points that you could learn in other aspects. And in this particular situation, it's like you are literally, giving her, we're going to use football, okay? You are taking the football off your body and handing it to her and saying, you hold it.
Wow, this is deep, man. I'm going to end it right here. This is Reva TV. Yeah, he's young. He's a young, I think he's still in his teens. Can he drink? I don't even think he can drink yet. I don't even think he can drink yet. How old is Travis Hunter? Let me see how old he is now. I think he's probably like maybe 20 years. I don't even think he can drink yet. Let me see. Better find now. How old is football player Travis Hunter?
21 years old.
Okay, so he's 21. He just became a legal. He's 21 years old. Okay. He's going to the NFL, hands down, he is. I hate to bring race into it, but I'm going to go ahead and bring race into it. And there's two parts before I get into the race part. First part is this. Most athletes are so into, to be this, the one of the top guys in college football, he had to been playing football since he was a little boy. What they call it, little league, not, what I'm saying, the little small, what they call it, Pop Warner, whatever. He was been playing since he was elementary. A lot of times these football stars, they've been playing football since they were in elementary school, middle school, high school, of course. They focus on practices and games and stuff like that, staying focused. Nobody really tells them how to deal with women. So when they start dating, they be Google-eyed, and they have no game. They have no antennas on what to look for in a woman. They don't realize that you're the prize because you're the football star, and they kind of just fall victim. That's why a lot of women, a lot of gold diggers like athletes, because they game goofy. They don't realize that they're getting played. That's why a lot of gold diggers would like to go after football players and athletes. That's why the All-Star game be full of women, because they know a lot of these athletes have millions of dollars to at access, but they have no game. They don't know. They don't see a bad woman when she's in front of them. They can't see that this woman ain't right. She too, you know what I'm saying? They just gonna be just infatuated. Oh, she's pretty. That's the only thing athlete. She's pretty, and she got a big old booty. Look up. She got she's shaped like an 8. You know what I'm saying? She got that full figure. They just in all of the aesthetics. They're not seeing this chick ain't right. She ain't, something about her ain't right. She's selfish. She's cold. She ain't gonna have my back. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these young cats don't see that, especially these athletes. They don't see that, and that's why they are easy prey for gold diggers. And another thing, I'm gonna go into the race part 2. The second part is brothers. For some reason, when they get something other than black, they hold it up in the air, And I think she knows that. This probably maybe been his first girl he probably has ever dated outside of he's young. He's probably always dated maybe black girls, and this is probably his first girl he's ever dated outside his race. So he feels like he has to jump through hoops for her because she's Latina. And she probably picked up on that. Like she probably asked, "Am I your first Latina?" He's like, yeah. He probably told her, yeah. So I got him. He gonna kiss my ass. He gonna do whatever I say. I can go, he outside she's at a party, he's outside sitting in the car while she partying. You don't think she in that party getting mudded out while he in the car waiting? Come on now. And tattoos are a dead giveaway. I always tell young fellas, don't take a woman who has tattoos seriously. It's just women, for the most part, I've never seen a down chick with tattoos. I rarely have seen that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, especially when she's all sleeved up, that's just, no. That's not the chick you wife up. That's not the chick you wife up. Play with her a little bit, have a little fun with her, but don't take her seriously. But yeah, she knows that she's running a relationship, and she's right. And I learned this later in life too. Get you a woman who's really into you, not the one that you like. Get a woman that's really into you, that you know likes you, and you cuff her. Because the woman that you chasing, and she knows that you. I've been in that situation with a girl. I know. I felt the energy. This chick don't like me, but I felt like if I just keep doing, kissing her ass and taking her out and doing this, then I always end up finding out it ain't gonna happen. You gonna be in the friend zone. You're gonna keep kissing my ass. You ain't gonna get nowhere.
Looking for a professional photographer for your next big event? Need video of your special day? Then look no further. For $100 an hour, have a professional photographer or videographer shoot your wedding, birthday party, quinceañera, bar mitzvah or bat mitzvah, anniversary party, or whatever your special occasion may be. Highlight your event with professional, crisp photos and video. Check out Charles Arness Photography on Instagram, as well as book us for your next event. Must live in the Southern California area.
Travis Hunter travels to New York to attend the Heisman Trophy ceremony.
Y'all listen to this. Listen to this real quick. Did I blow the speakers in this? Dang, it's hella people here. Hold on, y'all. Oh my God, what song is this? We don't listen to this. This ain't what we listen to. Can y'all lock your phone again?
Yeah. Here's my code, 575757.
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
I was thinking the same thing.
What'd you say? Oh God. Bro, what's up with the music, bro? Hold on. We gotta figure out the music, bro. You don't want to hopefully, bro.
Yeah, so we don't have much of it. We're kind of lazy, so yeah, talk a little bit about that. I figured
Here you go. You should be right.
Nonetheless, Terry just unloaded on him, said Martinez. I could see him getting angrier and angrier. I heard your fucking track, Dre said, in Terry's recollection. Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you, Mr. Ultimate Breaks and Beats, she yelled back, referencing a popular series of vinyl albums containing sample-ready breakbeats. One more fucking word, he added, a threat she ignored. And he punched me in the eye, she said. And when I didn't go down, he punched me in the mouth. He punched her hard, really hard.
For more of these fascinating stories and true crimes, subscribe to Charles Arness World. Thanks for watching.
So listen, this is just my opinion that nobody asks for. And my opinion that I'm getting ready to give is on Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter, actually I have no opinion on him. To be honest with you, I have no care about what's going on in this young man's life. Okay, I mean, as an older man, I see what's going on, but for me to give my opinion on what he got going on with his relationship with his lady, that has nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? I hope, he seems like he's a good kid though, good young man. It's like he got a good heart, you know what I'm saying? He got a bright future ahead of him, you know what I'm saying? And I think what it is that a lot of older men are talking about this because they see so much, because Travis Hunter is living the life that we all wish we would have lived when we were in our 20s. You know, a lot of us probably was working jobs we hated when we was in our 20s trying to make it, you know what I'm saying, going to school or whatever. But Travis Hunter is living the dream, man. He's millionaire, you know what I'm saying, in college. He's a millionaire in college. And then finna he pretty much, he won the Heisman Trophy. Every kid wanted to be holding, when you would do the Heisman stance, when you would, you know, play football, you do the Heisman stance like that, how the trophy be, we dreamt of one day getting the Heisman, knowing damn well we wouldn't know athletic football players like that. I only had one friend that went to the NFL, Marlon McCree, that I went to elementary school with. He was one of my best friends growing up, and he went to the NFL. But you know, all of us thought we was gonna go into the NFL, but you know, as we were young, we grew out and started developing different interests. You know, you want to be an athlete when you were a kid because that's all you did was play football and basketball when you were a kid. You played games when you were a kid. So obviously you watched it, so obviously you wanted to be that. But only a small percentage of us are going to live that life of a professional athlete. Travis Hunter is living the dream. He won the Heisman. You know what I'm saying? Now he's going to the NFL. It's at the point, Travis Hunter is so dope. He got to the point where he can choose who he wants to go to. You don't think NFL is not going to take him? They all want him. He got the cards in his hand. Travis Hunter has the cards in his hand where he could choose whatever team he wants to go to from the NFL. Not they pick him. He can pick them. That's how cold-blooded that's how much power he has right now in the NFL. That he's not even in there yet and can choose whatever team he wants. He can go to the Raiders. He can go to the Packers. He can go to LA Rams. He can go, you know what I'm saying? He can go to whoever he wants if he wants. But of course, they got to pick him, but still, if he, you know what I'm saying? He has everybody want him. Everybody wants him now. And I think what it is, older men see like, damn, dude, he's living the dream. He's young, finna be he's already a millionaire, finna get more millions. You know, he ain't got no kids. He athletic. He got to be in the best shape of his life. He finna have major paper. Already got major paper. Why in the hell are you dealing with this girl and her disrespect and her being jealous and her insecurities when you ain't got to put up with that shit? You can have any woman. You can have Travis Hunter at his age and can get a woman in her 40s if he want. That's how much power he has right now. And I don't think he realizes that, you know. You know what I'm saying? And I think from older men, we see him, how this girl is tripping out and how she's, you know. But here's the thing, we don't even know what's going on. Maybe he liked that shit. Maybe he liked the way she is. Hell, you know, he probably liked how their relationship is. You know what I'm saying? Why the hell? Shit, you know what I'm saying? Why do we fucking care? You know what I'm saying? But I will say this though, in closing though. And this is, I always got to bring race into it. Black men, for some reason though, because I've seen my friends do it. I've seen, you know, my friends do it, family members do it, that have dated outside their race, black men who have dated outside their race. I always take note that it seems like black men are overly in love with women that
don't look like their mama. You know what I'm saying? They are overly in love with women that don't look like their mama for some reason. But like I've had friends that I've seen them with when they had black girlfriends, how they treated their black girlfriends. And then I've seen how they treated other than their black girlfriends when they had, when they stopped dating the black girls that they dated. I saw how they treated when they dated outside their race, how they treated the women that were Asian, white, Hispanic. And I noticed that a lot of my black friends treat the other women that don't look like their mama, they treat them a little bit on a higher pedestal. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know Travis Hunter's dating past before this girl. I don't know whether he had Latina girls before her and he just dated black girls. You know? I don't know his dating history. And he's young. He hasn't been dating too much. He's only 22, 21 years old. So he hasn't been dating that. He hasn't been around on the earth that long to date a bunch of girls. But I'm just curious if his fiance now, just curious if she is his first Latina or first other than black. First other than girls that he might have dated that look like his mama. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know. That's just been my observation, man. Like black guys that I know that date outside their race, they women always run the show. I noticed that. They women always kind of run the show. Talk to them crazy. Like, I've heard my friends, other than black girlfriends, talk to them. And I knew when he dated the black girl, he would never let the black girl get away with how she just talked to him. And I'm like, you just let her say that to him? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what the fuck she just said to him? Like, when he was dating Tamika, he would never let her say that shit like that. I don't know. I don't know. Brothers seem, when they get them somebody other than black, they feel like she's not black. Like brothers get real, like my precious diamond with them. Anything, you know what I'm saying? But when they had a black girlfriend, they were very, just whatever. Like, you can, like, they didn't give a fuck if she loved her. They didn't give a fuck. If, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know. I observe people. I always kind of observe how brothers treat women that are not black. You know what I'm saying? They treat them a little bit more with a little bit more with kitten gloves, with care. You know what I'm saying? A little bit more eager to please. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just always kind of saw that. Just observing brothers that I've come across in my lifetime in relationships and how they moved when they had black girlfriends and how they moved when they had other than black girlfriends. And it's always been, they kind of put them on this, I'm with this, I'm with this Latina chick, I'm with this white chick, I'm with this Armenian chick. Wow, they be kind of like, oh wow, she like me. I need to do whatever she said because she like, it's weird, And I think them women pick up on that. Like, he putting me up. He happy to be. It's a privilege for him to be with me because I'm this, and she see that. Look how he kissing my ass, like that. Like the friends of Travis Hunter, how the girl, when she said that she would go in, he don't drink or smoke, so she would have him take him to parties. And he would sit outside while she be in there partying. He outside waiting on her. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's overly trying to let a girl know I want you, Like, would you have done that for a sister? Like, you know what I'm saying? A sister, you probably, all right, I'll drop you off, bye. You know what I'm saying? Don't even take her. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know Travis Hunter. I wish him best of luck. He got all the luck in the world. He living the dream. So His business with her is none of my business. He got to find out. Listen, I got my heart broke when I was in my 20s. People tried to warn me. I didn't listen when I was a young jit his age. I didn't listen, especially when give me your early banging years. When you first start getting some, your 20s, late teens, early 20s. Oh my God, them first pieces of ass when you young, boy, mean the world. You don't want to let that go. Shit, you ain't listening to nothing. You listening to her putting it on you, and you ain't finna leave because you don't want her putting it on her. You young, you thinking young. You don't want her putting it on the next dude. So you ain't listening to nothing what the OG's got to say. He got to learn if this goes left with this girl, which I hope it don't. I hope they prove us wrong. He married this girl. They have a bunch of kids, and they in their 50s still together bickering, and she checking them because he's looking at other girls. I hope that happens. You know what I'm saying? When he retires from the football league, she's still right there with they teenage kids, you know what I'm saying, family. I hope that is the case. But if it's not the case, he got to learn this shit on his own, homie. He got to go through the shit on his own. He got to go through this pain on his own, man. You know, we didn't listen when we were young. He got to go through, if she does flip-flop on him, you know what I'm saying? Which I say, I hope she doesn't. But if she does, he got to go through that heartache on his own, man. I just hope he don't let that shit distract. If it goes that way, I just hope he don't let that shit distract him on the field. You know what I'm saying? You know, and I hope his mama and them talking to him about it, because they talking about getting married. I hope his mama talking to him about that prenup shit for real. Like, no, don't let that girl. But from what I gather, for how he is with her, he ain't finna sign no prenup. He ain't finna sign a motherfucking prenup, dog. I can already tell that dude is not signing. All that girl gotta do is pout and be like, "I can't believe you making me do this." He tearing them papers up, dog. Come on, my nigga. He ain't gonna sign. He ain't getting no prenup. That I can tell. He is not getting no prenup. That boy ain't getting no prenup. You know what I'm saying? Unless his mama step in and be like, "Listen, we getting the prenup, nigga. If you finna make some millions. He finna be up in like triple digits. He finna make hundreds of millions of dollars, dude. Endorsements. Travis Hunter finna be one of the most highest paid athletes in the world. Watch. That's what I tell you. If he just keep performing how he is, he's gonna be one of the highest, because he's one of the most well anticipated players. Everybody looking to see what team he's getting ready. Everybody knows he's going to the NFL. Everybody's anticipating which team he's going to and which team is lucky enough to get him. So it's like he has he's living the freaking dream of every little boy in the world to be you know what I'm saying? That he's living a dream. So it's like, somebody gotta be talking to, hey boy, I know you love this girl. Don't let this pussy blow your money away, homie. Like, let's get this prenup. You know what I'm saying? His dad is in his life, because he was crying. His dad was at the watching him on TV get the Heisman Trophy. He shot his dad out. They both were crying and stuff like that. You seen the video going viral. I just hope his dad talking to him like, boy, you better get a prenup, boy, homie. Like, talk to your, Mr. Hunter, talk to your son, man. He ain't gonna listen to us. We just some old niggas who didn't to him. Well, you know what I'm saying? We some old niggas that didn't make shit of ourselves. So how the fuck would he listen to us? But he will listen to you because you his pops. You know what I'm saying? Talk to him. If you think, Pops probably done met the girl. He can fill her out more than we can. We just seeing some shit on TV and on the internet. We don't know. We ain't been around these two people and how they interact. We just seeing little video clips of motherfuckers catching them, and we don't even know what we don't even know what they saying. We have no idea of what they. We don't even know what they're saying in the video. We don't even sound and shit. It's all muffled. So his dad could talk to him. His dad could assess. He's probably met her and been around her. I don't know whether he introduced his dad to the girl yet or not. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure. I mean, he's been with her for a while, so I'm pretty sure the dad has came across her. She's present. She's been in his presence, and he's an older man. You know how these females are, and he can see things. Son, I don't know. That might not be the one, son. I don't know if you want to. I'm pretty sure Travis said, "Hey, Dad, what you think?" Son, I don't know, son. I mean, I know you in love, but she probably putting that Latin cuckoo on you, rocking you to sleep. But I don't know, son, about talking about taking her seriously. You know what I'm saying? Or Dad probably assessed her and got, I like her, son. She might be the one. We don't know. We don't fucking know. We don't know shit. we don't know these people. We have no idea what. We have no clue. People like, I think he should. We don't know. I mean, from what we see, yeah, the chick, she trips when he's talking to females. She's young and insecure. Now, what could end up happening is she can end up messing herself up because he gonna get tired of that shit eventually. Right now, it's cute. He think it's cute, but eventually he gonna be like, dude, like you spoiling my moments. His mama probably done said something like, listen, you messing up my son's moments. He done won the Heisman. Let's not make it all about your ass, sister. Okay, matter of fact, go get in the car. If I was his mom, I'd step in. You can go get in the car. You messing up my son's moment with your little. Let's make it all about me because he took a picture with females. You right here. You think he gonna disrespect you right in front of your face? Cuckoo young girl, go get in the car. That's what his mama should say. You ain't finna mess up my son. We having a nice evening. He done won the Heisman. Here you come. Let's make it all about my ass. That's what y'all saw the video of her at the party when he was signing autographs and stuff. She was kind of like, he was taking pictures with, no, that's not autographs. He was signing autographs and taking pictures at the after party of him getting the Heisman with fans. And I guess he took a picture with some girl that was all in his face and she gonna check him in front of everybody. Y'all ain't seen that video. It's been going around on Instagram. But if y'all can find it, you go check it out. But you can see you can tell it's some tension right there. And I think it's because he's taking pictures with girls. He can't take no. You ain't. I'll be like, listen, you ain't finna run this now. You messing up my damn money. These are the women who's gonna buy my jerseys and shit when I start playing for whoever team I play for. No, you messed up the fucking. His mom need to step in. You need to go, hey baby, you need to go sit in the car. Cause you ain't finna fuck up this evening for me and my son and my family. This boy done run the Heisman, one of the most sought after trophies in an athlete's career. And we having a reception. Here you come making it all about you because he smiled too long with the broad. You know what I'm saying? Taking the picture too long. Like, no, go get your ass in the car. Matter of fact, go home. I'll make mama need to say, hey, you know what, baby, she need to go home. Security, if we gotta get security, get her ass up out of here, fuck it. So be it. Security, get her up out of here. And she want to act up. That's what mama need to do. Step in. If she gonna get mad at this boy for taking pictures with female fans, he's the shit right now. He's the shit. Him and Shador and all them, they all going to the NFL. They are the faces of the new generation of football. Shador, Travis, and Shalom. And what's that? Ain't a white boy that's supposed to be really good? It's all them boys on these, not all of them, but the majority of them on Coach Prime's Colorado Buffaloes team. They going to the NFL. Travis, Shador, and all them though, they pretty much in the position where they can pick whatever team they want to go to at this point. But yeah, I don't know. I just want to rant about that, man. Just my opinion that nobody asked for. Talk to y'all later. Subscribe to the channel.